Live ya. Oke. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the international webinar, Sustainability Business Practice. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Novita, and I will be you hosting for today's event. Now, let me welcome our first presenter. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Teguh Santoso, as a Rector of STEKOM University, Indonesia. To the Honorable Dr. Abraham Melkie, as a Director International Office Affairs, Associate Professor at Ethiopian Diaspora Literature from Dept University, Ethiopia, to the Honorable Miss Dr. Ereso Negi, as a lecturer in Management Department from Oriental State University, Timor, to the Honorable Miss Ida Hendriyani M.Hum, from STEKOM University as a lecturer of Computer System Department. And last but not least, also to the honorable guests and audience today. Before we begin, I have a few housekeeping notes here. Today's session is being live streamed on the Universitas Tekom YouTube channel. First, we will sing our Indonesia national anthems and continue with the opening speech by Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso. Continue with main event for presentation and continue with the Q&A session. Time for picture and last time is closing. So we will start with Indonesia national anthems. For the operator, you can start the session today. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Now let's me welcome our conduction this skill international event. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso for give opening speech. Yeah, for Dr. Joseph, the time is yours. Thank you.
Dengaran suaranya? No?
Dengar, Pak.
Bentar. Kalau begini kedengaran enggak?
Iya, kedengeran.
Sudah siang sekarang apa yang terusan?
Kenapa, Pak? Bagus sekarang.
Sudah
Iya, jelas, Pak.
sudah siang sekarang apa yang terusan? Atau yang sebelumnya?
Yang sekarang ini.
Jadi udah jelas ya? Oke. Hari ini yang datang sedikit ya?
Dua-dua, Pak. 22.
Apa enggak? Di-share ya? Di-share kan?
Iya, sudah saya infokan ke Eko.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this important international online event, international webinar. I'm very happy to be here as the rector of the STEKOM University. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Abraham Melkie, Director of EOA, Association Professor at Ethiopian Diaspora Literature, Dept University, Ethiopia, and Mr. Ereso Negi, Lecturer in Management Department, Oriental State University, Timor, and Miss Ida Hendriyani M.Hum, Lecturer of Computer System Department, STEKOM University, Indonesia. Our topic for today's international webinar, which is sustainable business practices, is really important in today's changing world. As things change quickly around us, it is crucial for us to come together, share ideas, and work on solutions. During this webinar, we will talk about different ways business can be sustainable. This includes things like using eco-friendly methods to make products, being fair to workers all along the supply chain, promoting diversity, and using renewable energy. We want to cover everything about how business can be good for the planet and society while still being successful. This webinar is special because we are all meeting through this Zoom online, which means we can connect with people for all over the world. Our panel of experts and lecturers comes from different industries, background, and place, showing us how important it is to us to work together globally. Together, we can change the way we think about business. Instead of just focusing on making money, we can also focus on taking care of the earth, being fair to everyone, and making sure everyone has a good future. By being creative, taking responsibility, and working together, we can make a world where success means being good for the planet and for the people. I want to encourage everyone to ask and discuss questions and share ideas. The success of this webinar will be measured not just by what we learn, but by the connection we make and the ways we might work together in the future. Finally, I want to say a big thanks to everyone who have organized this international webinar event and to our amazing speakers and to all of the audience for being here and taking a part. Thank you very much, and let's get started.
Okay, thank you so much for Dr. Joseph for the opening speech. Now let me welcome our first presenter, Dr. Ereso Negi from Oromia State University, Timor-Leste. Yeah, for Dr. Ereso, the time is yours. Thank you.
Assoc Nira. Hello, good morning, everyone.
Yeah,
Hello,
morning.
can I proceed?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ereso Negi from Oromia State University. For a sustainable growth of industries, knowledge is important, and its management and that is why scholars emphasize on conducting research on knowledge management and employees' performance or knowledge-related areas. My presentation focuses on knowledge management and employees' performance, systematic review, synthesize, and way forwards. Concerning knowledge management and the emergency of the concept of knowledge management is emerged in 1970s. The indicators for the emergency of knowledge management, or among the indicators of the emergency, the work of Laura Barton entitled A Company Having Knowledge Management Strategy, a case study on Chaparral Steel in 1970s was one of the indicator of the emergency of knowledge management within 1970s. Following 1970s, the concept of knowledge management attracted researchers' attention, and a number of articles were published in many fields in next 2 decades. For instance, in 1980s, more than 10 papers has been published. In 1990s, the number of publications increased twice. From the beginning of 1990s, knowledge management became recognized as a scientific discipline. Accordingly, several scholars or researchers have defined knowledge management differently at a different time. For example, Fernandez and Salwa 2080s define knowledge management as knowledge management is a process of planning, implementing, controlling, and evaluating organizational knowledge in order to enhance performance. It may be the performance of employees or the performance of organization. CASA and the newest Ning 2083 also define knowledge management as knowledge management is a process of acquiring, exchanging, renewing, and managing information and management in the organization to achieve better performance, productivity, and cost saving. Wang also has explained the knowledge management process in 6 levels, such as knowledge adoption, creation, storage, transfer, sharing, and application of knowledge. Knowledge management also involves knowledge identification, creation, sharing, transferring, acquiring, and utilizing process. In the current study, knowledge management process involves knowledge creation, storing, sharing, and utilization of knowledge within the organization for the best performance of the firm. Accordingly, the researchers also defined knowledge management as a management function that emphasizes on planning, implementing, controlling, and evaluating knowledge at individual, group level, and organizational level for the better achievement of organizational goals and objectives. It is also about, that means knowledge management is also about the practice of managing growth and managing growth and status of knowledge at all level, managing growth and the status of knowledge at all level. That knowledge may be tacit knowledge, the knowledge in human mind, or the knowledge, the explicit knowledge, or the knowledge out of human mind at individual level of the employees, the group level, within the departmental or work division, as well as overall at organizational level. It is important. The issue of knowledge management is important in almost all academic disciplines like social science, behavioral science, natural science, engineering, health and medical, peace and security management, so military science, policy design and analysis. In this all academic discipline, the issue of knowledge management is important. Therefore, knowledge management, organizational management, and employees' performance are interrelated. Concerning employees' performance, it is about employees' productivity, quality of their work, creativity, innovation, as well as employees' moral, confidence, and engagement. Employees' work performance depends on the ability, on their ability. That means employees' knowledge, employees' skill and competency. Hence, employees' performance and knowledge management are interrelated. The earlier research findings indicate that employees' performance is affected by employees' knowledge and its management. Employees' knowledge and its management means knowledge management. Therefore, to increase employees' performance, enhancing employees' knowledge is the best option. Concerning the statement of the problem that initiated the researchers are the shortage of studies that have investigated on knowledge management and employees' performance. The number of studies on knowledge management and employees' performance were inadequate comparatively, or when we compared with knowledge management and organizational performance. The importance of knowledge management to increase employees' performance, as well as business performance, and enhancing competitiveness power. The competitiveness power of the companies in local and international markets were also another problem. The importance of knowledge to increase performance of employees, to increase companies' performance, to increase competitive power is indicate the importance, the significance of knowledge management. And the gap relating with this may affect the performance of employees and organizational manager. The other gap was that the other gap that initiated the researchers was methodological gap. Therefore, the general objective of the study is to explore published articles on knowledge management and employees' performance to achieve the identified specific objectives, like to explore existing knowledge management literatures as a foundation for new insight, to explore, to evaluate the research papers outlooks within the framework of the theory, knowledge management theory, to inspect the papers through categorizing them on different categories, to investigate the methodology used in the studies, and to examine the research findings on knowledge management employees performance, and to indicate the future direction where the objective of the study. Concerning the research design, since it is qualitative, descriptive kind of research design, which is qualitative, and the content analysis type of research, qualitative research. The researchers also followed the PRISMA guideline to screen the research data. The research data was from Scopus, indexed data source, utilizing keywords, knowledge management, and employees' performance. The research have collected overall about 267 articles. In the first screening, 169 articles were removed with the time limit. In the next or second screening, 59 articles were eliminated with topic relevancy, while in the third screening, 9 articles were removed through detailed reading of each articles, and 30 relevant articles for the qualitative study or systematic review were identified. In the procedure, the researchers categorized the articles, the 30 articles, based on different criteria: year of publication, articles topic, study areas, method employed by the authors. Accordingly, concerning or based on years of publication, in 2015, 13 out of the 30 articles, 30 were published in 2015. In 2016 and 2017, two articles were published. And out of the 30 articles, 5 were published in 2018. And in 2023 and 2024, about one article were published. This indicates that in the recent recent years, in 2023 and 2024, the number of scholars or studies emphasize on knowledge management and employees' performance is low. Papers classification on research topics, effect, impact, influence, and others. That means the effect of employees' knowledge management on employees' performance. Impact means the impact of knowledge management on employees' performance. In the first case, about 9 articles have been published, or 9 articles were in this category. In the next, in the impact, 8 articles were in this category, and in influence, just these are the explanation of the researchers, how they write their articles. Concerning the area of geographical location of the study, Asian articles or scholars were the leading, while African and European participation is insignificant. That means almost low. When we categorize the articles in research methodology, 83% were quantitative, while others are qualitative and mixed. 10% were qualitative, while 7% were mixed. Concerning the technique of data analysis, since 3 articles were qualitative, they have been analyzed utilizing content, 2 articles utilizing content analysis, while 1 articles were analyzed through thematic content analysis, thematic qualitative content analysis. Out of the quantitative articles, 8 of them refined data utilizing or manipulate the data utilizing same structural question modeling, the recent and advanced software, while 19 of them utilizes SPSS to manipulate the quantitative data. This indicates just most of the majority of the scholars prefer SPSS, which is advised to utilize the recent one. Concerning the articles relating to knowledge management and employees' performance, there were between the articles published between scholar-sourced articles between 2015 and 2024, and 30 research articles were identified concerning the definition of the knowledge management in context of this study, the process of planning, implementing, controlling, and evaluating organizational knowledge to enhance its effectiveness. The ultimate goal of knowledge management is to enhance employees' performance. They have to work, therefore, We have to work strongly in this topic to enhance the sustainability, business sustainability. It is strategic management concept that enhances companies' competitiveness. It also involves a knowledge management process such as knowledge creation, storing, sharing, and utilization. Concerning employees' performance, employees' performance is what an employee executed among his or her duties responsible at work. It involves how the employees accomplish his work, completes required tasks, and behave at workplace with required quality and time. Concerning the knowledge management related theories, like knowledge management based view, resource based view, competency based view, capability perspective theory, and cognitive framework models, knowledge creation theory, and organizational learning can be considered as a foundation of the concept of knowledge management. According to the research data, the knowledge management related theories have indicated that the significance of knowledge management for employees' performance. Conceptually, the theories support each other. Sorry, let me repeat this concept. According to the research data, the knowledge management related theories have indicated the significance of knowledge management for employees' performance. Conceptually, the theories, the identifier theories, support each other, as well as the theories fill the gaps of one another, which means they are complementary to each other. Concerning the conclusion, the research has confirmed that the studies were within the framework of the prominent knowledge management theories. Diversified criteria-based classification of the paper were important to evaluate research data from different dimensions to increase quality and acceptance of the research finding. This means it increased the research quality. Important to increase research quality. In some research papers, methodological gaps were observed, like exploiting in a sufficient number of sample size, relatively low practice to utilize the recent software, like structural equation modeling to investigate quantitative research data were also observed as knowledge the study gap or the problem. African or Ethiopian researchers' participation to the study of knowledge management and employees' performance were comparatively low. The participation of the North American, South American, and Australian researchers were invisible, unseen. Majority of the research paper, around 96.7, reveal that knowledge management has positively affected employees' performance. Exceptionally, one study, Rihamayanto, ETL 1918 finding reveals that knowledge management did not affect employees' performance. This indicated that in rare cases or situations, about 3% of the organizational management practice, knowledge management may not influence employees' performance. Concerning the recommendation, the authors strongly recommended for the future researchers to employ appropriate research methods, as well as to utilize the latest software for the research data analysis. Concerning the future research direction, since knowledge management is highly significant in organizational management to attain organizational goal and objective, the researchers require to have insights to study knowledge management in African and Ethiopian context. Likewise, African or Ethiopian, North American, South American, and Australian researchers have to look for the study of knowledge management and employees' performance. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much for Dr. Ereso for the wonderful information. Okay, do you have any schedule? You will continue with Q&A session or you will back to your event, sir?
Yes, now I will begin another presentation with my staff. If you have any question, you may raise. Yes,
Yeah,
it is better to summarize here.
it's okay. Yeah, you can. Thank you so much for your presentation. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
hope your
Thank you.
activity is very clear. Yeah, thank you. Okay. And the second speaker, we will go to Miss Ida Hendriyani M.Hum. Yeah, for Miss Ida, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you so much, Dokter.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this special occasion, international webinar related to sustainable business practices. I'd like to present my topic related to the strategies for sustainable business practice. Yeah, sustainable development making business that protects the environment, improve society, and provide economic development. It is advisable to adopt a clear and concise sustainability strategy. Makes a good business sense and allows to stand out among competitors. Yeah, formally I present about my presentation slides. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ida Hendriyani, M.Hum. I am a lecturer at Science and Computer Technology University, Indonesia. In my presentation, I'd like to discuss seven strategies for sustainable business practice. Sustainable business development, making business decisions that protects the environment, improve society, and provide economic development. It is advisable to adopt a clear and concise sustainability strategy, makes good business sense, and allows to stand out among competitors. There are seven strategies for business sustainability. The first one, preparation. Number two, preservation. Three, processes. Four, people. Five, place. Six, product. And seven, production. Okay, let me discuss one by one. Preparation. Yeah, to describe the waste reduction aspects for sustainability in a business application context, however, the second P models has proven to be helpful. Preparation here, setting the stage for change, stage for change physically and psychologically. Accepting the breadth and depth of sustainability. Example or all the financial implications and the fact that sustainability is not about sacrifice for being independent and understanding what the reformer is up against when trying to implement profitable long-term practice. Example, apathy, ignorance, short-term thinking, and what majorly both the incredulity of mankind who don't believe in anything new until they have had actual experience of it. For a growing business, an energy-intensive business for a business suffering through difficulties of recession, this is clearly not a sustainable path. The good news is that many business energy costs can be reduced with long-term sustainable solutions that are so simple they defy belief. For example, Yahoo saves 60% of its electricity costs by opening the doors and windows where it serves are located and letting the hot air out. Intel states that similar efficient air cooling can cut the power loss for of 10 megawatt data center by $3 million, eliminating hundreds of thousands of tons of greenhouse gases and very costly damage. Becoming more sustainable or going green or whatever is called, as long as an acknowledgement is made that green is just one component of sustainability. Doesn't seem like such a far-fetched idea after all. Second, preservation. Preservation covers two areas: internal, collecting and displaying real-time measure, and external, keeping ahead of laws, pending legislation, trends, and developments. Preservation is defined as the process of keeping something in existence. Yeah. Yeah, preservation is defined as the process of keeping something in existence to keep up or maintain something. The act of protecting or safeguarding something from harm or injury. Keeping processes of retaining what currently exists. Preservation is not about standing still in its business. In the business context, sustainability demands that two forms of preservation takes place. The first is internal and involves the collection and analysis of real-time measurements in production, process, and product use. The second form is external and includes keeping ahead of laws and legislation. Industry improvements, directives from customers. Examples: scorecard, insisting that packaging or toxins be reduced, disruptive trends, and other forms of change. Process, tax process. Yeah, sustainable belief system, philosophies, business models, and thought patterns that help match your business with customer demands, core capabilities, and best practice. A process is defined as a one series of progressive, interactive steps or actions from which an end result or attained. Two, prescribed procedure or a method of conducting affairs. Either way, process form the belief system, philosophies, or thought patterns that constitute the work environments in which goods and services are manufactured. A business process can also be referred to as a business model or the way we do things around here. Most practitioners agree that for any business process to function properly, total commitment from all involved is mandatory. Success is also reliant upon a perfect fit between the process, its product, and the business customer. People. Yeah, next, people accepting the importance of training and education and working diligently to avoid the wasting of people, specifically employers who seek security and motivation, stakeholders who want a return on their investment, customers who want safe, value-laden products, and the world community, including the 2/3 of humanity who are currently livelihood of the global economic group, who desire jobs and inclusions, and who represent an economic force all their own. Sustainability is not a technological issue. It is behavioral issues, and it's dependent upon teamwork, cooperation, and motivation. For example, for sustainable practice to take root and produce result, every employee, whether he or she is a cleaner or production line worker or an administrator, must contribute to the process or even paying customers. No matter what labor or experience a person has, everyone has the potential to discover a sustainable path that has been overlooked, just as important. Any employees has the ability at final judge of effort that avoids failure and promotes success. Understanding the importance of people in all phases of the sustainability process is necessary to ensure that a true and combined effort on all fronts is made. Simple, but people are a business will ultimate competitive advantage. Yeah. Place. Next, place the buildings and place where work is performed and or products are sold. Place whether in an office, a factory, a store, or a home, most work is conducted in the buildings. And the vast majority of the world's buildings are problematic in the United States. Buildings consume more than 68% of all electricity produced. Buildings are also account for over 29% of America's energy demands and are responsible for contributing 38% to the country's total carbon dioxide emissions. Equally as insulting, it's not uncommon for indoor pollution levels to be 2 or 5 times higher, occasionally 100 times higher than outdoor levels due to dust and fumes from interior buildings materials, cleaning solutions, production process, central heating and cooling system, radon gas, pesticide, paints, glue, carpet, and so on. Yeah, in addition, building related to productivity losses and illness resulting from toxins are estimated. The cost of business $60 billion annually. Eliminating this obstacle is therefore fundamental to the sustainability process. So from United States Environmental Protection Agency. Next, product. Yeah, product, goods, and services that are free from unnecessary waste or non-product and toxins and designed so that the materials, energy, and manpower that comprise them and their package are treated as investment and continuously breathed. Products because the vast quantities of materials and energy that most products require. Not to mention the huge amounts of waste they produce while they are being manufactured, making products more efficient and more effective. It's crucial to reducing the cost of running a sustainable business. To be sure, redesigning products and the methods used to make them the term consuming and abused. However, many practitioners attest that is one of the most financially rewarding. Yeah, next, the last one, production. Yeah, production, the physical, mechanical, biological, and chemical processes used to transform raw materials into products or services and transport them. Production, the mechanical, biological, or chemical processes used to transform material or information into products or service and deliver them to where they need to be. Office, factories, farms, and restaurants all rely upon equipment and machinery in one form or another to turn information and resources into goods and a service. Many these tools and process can waste much more than they produce. Presents brand target for efficient, sustainable practices. Yeah. Okay. Next for the seven business sustainability. We must do. There are seven. Business sustainability. The first one, go paperless. Two, know your local environment. Three, recycle, and recycle. Four, limit overproduction or reduce waste. Five, set your company sustainability vision. Six, ethical procurements and transparency. Seven, be passionate of growth of your sustainability efforts. Discuss it one by one. Go paperless. Yeah, go paperless of internet age I've witnessed. Cabinet newspaper turned about into simply a clutter-free, paper-free office with nothing but a desk and computer. Instead of paper billing, most businesses have moved to purely paperless. It's not over incentive for you as the consumer to do so. Most accounting and invoicing can be maintained online or desktop applications. Yeah, know your local environment. Understand what challenge you are facing at home from a sustainability perspective. Can help you understand how best to work with your community to make policy change, safeguard against natural disaster, and what your company can do to help sustain your environment. Recycle, and recycle. This is by far the easiest step your business can take to do your part. Think of all the recyclable materials you have to choose from: cardboard, paper, plastics, metals, and even sometimes glasses. And for limit overproduction and reduce waste, the waste of resources and finished goods hurts the global supply chains, so profits and the planet. Fortunately, a software of it with a business intelligence, data analytics, reporting, demand forecasting, and vendor monitoring. The ability to limit resource over exploitation, stock overproduction, and shooting vendors is much as simple that it used to be. When safeguards are implemented around your supply chains and your visibility is heightened, you have the power to work towards a more sustainable supply chain. Next, set your company sustainability vision. A wonderful thing about most service business is that they require little or no cash to get started. Microsoft is an example. But growing a service business is much more difficult, as winning more business typically means hiring more service providers to deliver. Scale is tough to achieve. Six, ethical procurements and transparency. The health of your supply chain's demand depends on transparency. The goods you stock, is that the Internet of Things or IoT and blockchain technology access? It is not possible for you to regularly visit or audit components of your supply chains. And even if you could, these types of technology allow you to take a closer look at vendor and supplier procurement practices, as well as monitor and report on environmental and working conditions. And the last one, 7. Be passionate of proud of your sustainability efforts. Even the smallest change can help make the biggest impacts. You may not have the instant gratification of being able to touch, see, hear, or taste the change. But if you are practicing even a single one, the business sustainability strategies is clear, then your efforts are valuable and you are making a difference. Be proud of yourself, your company, of your supply chains, of your profit, your community. Of course, be proud of you. Yes. Next, synergize. Synergize means two heads are better than one. Synergize is the habit of creative cooperation. It is a teamwork, open minds, and the adventure of finding new solution to old problems. It's a process, and through that process, people bring all their personal experience and expertise to the table. Then, when people begin to interact together and they are open to each other's influence, they begin to give new insight. By valuing difference is what really drives synergy. Less difference should be seen as strengths, not weakness. They add a zest to life. Yeah, this for business networking. Have a goal before you get started. Having business networking events, great. Joining communities, give as much as you take. Network with local business begins always be networking. Yeah, last one thing, win-win. Is one of strategy for sustainability, business sustainability. Okay, thing win-win meaning have an everyone can win attitude. Clarify your agreement, seek to understand others, unites people in helpful, supportive ways. Yeah, I'll win and you will. Okay, if you think you can win, you can win. Faith is necessary to victory. Yeah, think win-win is not about being nice or it's a quick fix technique. It's a character-based code for human interaction and collaboration. We think about succeeding in terms of someone else playing, that is, if I win, you lose, or if you win, I lose, life becomes a zero-sum game. Win-win sees life as cooperative arena, not a competitive one. Win-win is a frame of mind and heart that constantly seeks mutual benefit in all human interaction, especially in business sustainable practice. Win-win means agreements where solutions are mutually beneficial and satisfying. Yeah, that's all my presentation related to strategies for business sustainability. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for Miss Ida Hendriyani. Okay, for our participant, if you have any question for the speaker, please add them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Okay, for first question, we have question from Mr. Rosie. In the context of ever-evolving global market and diverse regulatory framework, how can business effectively navigate the complexity, sustainability standard, and certification while ensuring genuine environmental and social impact rather than mere grand-raising tastic, and how can they measure and communicate their progress? Thank you. This question for Miss Ida. Miss. Ida, are you hearing? Miss Ida?
Which questions for me or Mr. The first speaker? Could you repeat more once again? What's the point of a question?
We already read in the room chat also, Miss. Maybe you can read first. Yeah. Wait, I will copy paste again. Yeah, ready.
Okay.
Oh, or maybe we can could skip this and go to the second question from participant in the YouTube, Miss. How can business strike?
Wait a minute of all
Oh
the
yeah.
first questions. Okay, what is the main questions? The question is how can they measure and communicate their progress transparently to stakeholder amidst this challenge? You see?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, for this, okay, transparency for business is getting essential, yeah, especially if you are started your own a business. Okay, stake, stakeholder here. Okay, stakeholder here. Oh, how can business effectively? Yeah, business effectively. If we can combine between sustainability, especially for the management sustainability, social sustainability, and environmental sustainability. So environmental and social impact more than in our business. Yeah, this is yeah. Okay, so for the second question,
Mm, yeah.
Miss Novita, I think the Miss Dita have something connection issues, I guess.
I think.
okay, so sorry. Okay, for the second questions, yeah, how can business strike a balance between profitability and sustainability in today's highly competitive global landscape, considering factors such as economic volatility, changing consumer preference, and evolving regulatory environments across different regions? Yeah. Okay. Is it for my answer or the first speaker answer?
Pardon?
Okay, we for this
Okay, I think we have technical issue from Miss Ida Hendriyani. Is it okay? Okay. For your information, for our participant, today we have Mr. Abraham Melkie. He cannot join today because him need go to hospital today and he cancel for this webinar event and he hope he wish we can see you all of you in the future. Okay, before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of webinar today. We would like to thank you for all the speaker for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we hope to have more collaboration in the future. The webinar for today and here. We hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you and goodbye.